Alright, we can hear things. Yay! Finally! Some food. We need to make another thing. Okay, so what I was realizing after the stream yesterday is that we have moss, and that we can use that moss to turn rock into moss, and then we can compost that moss and get bone meal, and then we can grow trees. So we're gonna try doing that today. I'll have this iron cooking than that. Copper, but I must let the copper finish, I guess. I don't think we might never use copper again though, other than what we just did for our armor. Copper is not that great. Or anything else. So that might be the last copper we ever smelt in this world. Alright, so let's grab the moss and the bones. Actually, you know what? I wanted to see if we could get create started. If we get create started, we could get a mill, a grinder, and we could actually get more bone meal than normal from these bones, which would be helpful. Zero completed quests. Yeah, we got to start with we need a tree logs to make the campfire. We really need our tree to grow. You can see if there's any other trees nearby. I can't remember from when we first came down here if we left any close trees. I think we may have gotten them. We were in a savanna and there weren't that many trees that were close. But if we can chop down one tree in the meantime, then we could at least get the quest book going. Go ahead and make a campfire and go from there. Because I know we have additional quests finished, like I think related to the cave route. We have quests. I have no torches. I have no torches. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 of those gives you 60. It's really nice that they have easy torches in this pack. Wish regular torches were this easy to use. Alright, let's see if it's dark or not. No, it's not nighttime. There still could be bad guys out here though. We left a tree floating over there. I guess this is the only close tree. Alright. We got our 4 logs out of that. Enough logs to make a campfire anyway. Over here. Some more torches around here so we can find this place. Wherever out and about. Our grass is doing well. Let's check our light levels over here. Looks good. Let's get this zinc. If we want to start create, we're going to need zinc. I think we definitely need andesite too though. I don't know if we have any andesite. Check our crate here in a sec. All the light levels are okay. This, smelt this, campfire. Should do our first quest. Claim reward, we want this. We can make a bed. Made a fire stick already. We can do this. Let's manually submit it. Kind of weird it gives you more cave roots to grow if you have cave roots. Not very helpful. We don't have lava yet. We need to get some lava going. Alright. Let's put this away. Let's go ahead and make our bed while we're thinking of it. Oh, turn this log into wood. Wood planks. Okay. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. I don't know, I really need to carry coal around with us because we're making our torches with the fire charges. I wonder why that says inventory there. That was kind of weird. Alright, let's see. So still no tree growth. What can we do in the quest book? I guess we have to wait. We could try to get some lava. We're gonna need lava. So the other thing that we'll get when we do the moss is we will get seeds and we'll be able to start crops. But before we start crops, we're going to have to put up glass. And to make glass, we're going to need to smelt sand. And smelting sand would really be easier if we could get a lava farm going. So let's see if we can find some lava somewhere close. So let's make a bucket. I don't think we have a bucket already, do we? We have a bucket for water. Make another bucket for lava. I saw lava in our other direction. Not sure what direction this is. Facing north. So to the south, there's lava way down deep. I was hoping to find some closer lava over here. But doesn't look like there's any. I don't see any of the telltale glow of lava. So let's go back to the other way. Because the lava that I saw to the north, or to the south rather, was way down below. I was hoping to find something a little closer for now. Let's try over here. Isn't a lava over this way either. A little bit unlucky as far as that goes. A lot of times you'll find lava spilling down from above. I don't see any lava glow anywhere. Is that a white flower? That is a white flower. That'll let us start Britannia. Let's get over there. It's actually white fungus, not a flower. You can only find fungus among us. I don't know if we need more than one or not to start Britannia. Usually there's more than just one. I see a zombie guy coming. Not quite ready for that yet this morning. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's see if we can start Britannia. New bloom. Cool. Alright, we can start Britannia. We're not really quite ready for it though. We need a lot of coal especially to get our endo flames going. So we're not actually going to start it now, but it's nice to know that we can start it whenever we want to now. That is very good. Alright, so I know I saw some lava here, but down below, deep. Right down there, lava, tons of lava. Maybe let's see if we can find any closer lava up here. Where we head all the way down there. I didn't realize we'd come this far exploring the other day. Forgot anyway. Drink of water there. There's a moonstone. I do remember seeing that yesterday. We need diamonds to mine that. We can make waystones using ender eyes and with moon, whatever that's called, moon shards. What's it called again? Moonstone. With moonstone, you can craft ender eyes, which is kind of cool. Without needing to kill endermen. It also has other uses. You can make armor out of it and stuff. But the main use we'll get out of it is making ender eyes. No lava here either. Kind of bad luck. I feel like usually you see lava spilling out from somewhere. But not in this world, apparently. Alright, let's go back over there. I guess we're gonna have to go down that deep pit. Find some lava. Or chasm, whatever it's called. Chasm. That's the dangerous biome with the skeletons that shoot arrows that make you blind. We're surrounded by darkness anyway. I guess you're not completely blind. It's still pretty scary though. Let's check over here. Oh, there's lava. That's way down there though. Not any closer than the other stuff. Now, a lot of times there's a chest here that can be a mimic, and the mimics drop really good accessories that you can equip that do all kinds of powerful stuff. But there's no chest here at all. So that is disappointing. Alright, let's go and have to go. There's so much lava down there, it's crazy. Huge lava lake. Gold armor clinks. I think that's us clinking. If I remember right, it's just reusing the sound of gold armor, and it says gold armor clinks whenever we move. Yeah, gold armor clinks, that's us. Alright. So what is going to be the best way to get down there? We could ride this water down. That's probably the best way. Up and down. Maybe we make a little dock over here for the water column. We can get in and out of the water easily. Alright, look at all that lava. That is terrifying. That's a lot of lava. I guess we did the same thing over here. We ride the water down. Let's hope we don't die here. Feels like a dangerous operation. Alright, where did we come up? Shit! We're too hot. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No, 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 no. Go up, go up. Alright, hold on, hold on, hold on. I need to calm down. So we need to go... We could just pillar up. Let's just pillar up for now. And then we'll get in the water when we're out of the heat. That will be much calmer. Okay. Whew. Alright, food. So that's what happens. That's heat damage right there. Let's get this lava off our hotbar. Always dangerous to have lava in your hotbar. Just have a ways to go. The current was forcing me away from the water back there, so I was having a lot of trouble getting into the water column with that fire tick going. All right, we live. All right, I went the wrong way. This tree still didn't grow. What is wrong with the tree, I wonder? Or I should say, what is wrong with the setup? I'll take another quick look at that in a second. Let's get the lava going, though. Alright, so we need a cauldron. And we need this, and we need a piece of... There's zinc we'll use in Create mod. We need one of these, I think. It's not 100% sure if it needs to be... I think it does need to be a dripstone block that the pointed dripstone is attached to. I'm not 100% on that. It's easy enough to do, though, whether it's right or wrong. That's where lava will go. Here, let's make some of the bricks that look kind of cool around our base. Alright, so we've got lava creation going. Very nice. Infinite fuel. I wonder if we should get more cave root going. We seem to be going through our cave root faster than we're growing it. Maybe expand our cave root farm over here. So this stone sickle will farm it in a space that's 5 wide. I think the other sickles do more area, but I'm not 100% on that. I don't quite remember. But we'll probably just use the stone one until we upgrade our tools permanently. Alright, how's our... yeah, so the sickle will do a 5 by 3 area. 5 wide and 3 deep. Or 3 tall. Let's get our shears. Move a couple pieces over. we go. Alright. Mine these. Looks like we could use a new steel pickaxe. Or iron pickaxe, rather. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I want iron. Okay. Alright, so I think the next thing we want to do is get some sand. Let's go ahead and make a shovel for that. And then we'll be ready to use the... oh, the tree grew finally. Nice. Okay. Excellent. Our first underground tree is grown. We're off to the races. Alright, let's see if we can actually get two going side by side. Need another piece of dirt. Should build some stairs there. Dirt. Give us some dirt. Whatever. Right. Get that one stalactite. Or stalagmite. I can't remember which is which. Alright. We'll get more trees growing there. For this stuff. Alright, what were we trying to do in the quest book? We were trying to... Oh, we did another one, okay. Oh, we got lava, right. So we get the book. Now we can turn that book into the Antique Atlas, because we don't need soul binding. Soul binding makes items that you're carrying not disappear when you die. Saves items from being dropped on death. Okay, that's a more succinct way to say that. Since we're playing hardcore and we're restarting if we die, we don't need that at all. So we can disenchant that book and turn it into our atlas. That is the plan. Alright, let's get some sleep. I'll go outside and see if we can get some sand. If I remember right, we were right next to a sandy place, so I think we should be good to get sand. I wonder if we're next to a desert. I can't remember. Maybe it was a river. I just remember seeing sand when we first spawned in. One of these days, we'll put proper doors on here. But that day is not today. Alright, maybe we're just by a river. I know I saw sand. Here's sand right here. This is a lot of sand. This kind of looks like desert sand to me. Alright, we're cold. Alright, getting under cover always helps with cold. Torches can help with cold. Alright, we better go warm up. This is unrelenting. What we need to do is build a campfire we can set up over there. Oh, we have a campfire in our inventory, don't we? Must have put it in the chest. Made a campfire to do that one quest. Yeah, here it is. We'll put it over there in our sand mine, our sand quarry. Just have to check for bad guys. Bad guys can spawn even in the daytime here. I hear something. I think it's a bad guy. I like to put the campfires under a piece of something like that so that I don't accidentally walk into the campfire and take damage. Yeah, this really looks like a desert. We must be right next to a desert. These huge dunes. We need at least 81 pieces of sand, but we might as well just get a whole bunch. So I don't have to do this again for a while. Or 80 pieces, I guess. 80 pieces will let us do a farm, a 9x9 farm with water in the middle. Alright, how much do we have? Not quite 2 stacks. I didn't bring a... whatever you call it, I didn't bring a crafting table. Well... yeah, let's put some torches along here. Path to our house. I want it to be as easy to find as possible when you're being chased by something. Alright, let's get a stone cutter so I put in some stairs. So let's cook up some stone. I don't think we need this snow for anything. We can always get more snow if we need it, so we have an endless supply of snow. Alright, let's see if our lava farm has made anything yet. Yes, we have lava, excellent. So now we can start smelting our sand as soon as our rock is done. Let's make a stone cutter. Make some stairs. Oh, another tree growing, good. A lot of times it seems like that happens. It takes forever to get the first tree to grow and then they start growing faster. I don't know if it's just a psychological, I don't know what, but it seems like it works that way a lot of the time. Alright, stairs over here. good. Doing things a little quicker. Alright. Take this out, put this in. Eventually we'll have that auto smelting with like hoppers and stuff. We don't have the resources for that right now. I mean, we could technically, but I'd rather wait until we have more resources. Our axe broke. We need to make a new axe. Let's make a steel one this time, or iron one. Upgrade a little bit. We're starting to get a decent supply of iron going. Okay. Put the stairs back for now. Put this here. Alright, so here's what we want to do. Oh yeah, I wanted to see if I could get create going. So for create we need andesite. I don't know that we've found any andesite yet. Doesn't look like it. Create. Oh, I need to do at create, I think. At create. Okay, so first thing we'd want to make is a water wheel. We need andesite alloy. Andesite and iron. So I haven't been looking to see if we actually saw any andesite. We can make andesite with diorite, I believe. Yeah, diorite and cobblestone we can make andesite. So we can make it if we have to, but obviously more efficient to mine it. So let's see if we can find some andesite somewhere. Put a proper gate on this, now that we're starting to get more wood. More wood. Now that's happened where I just could not find andesite where I started. So it would not be the first time. Must be certain biomes make less of it, or maybe it's just bad luck. I've definitely had it happen before where I had the devil of time finding andesite. Kind of weird. Yeah, a whole underwater thing. Alright, well no andesite this direction. Oh, we already went that way too. This is a dead end, I believe. Or mostly a dead end. It goes into that scary biome. More of that amber, that'd be very handy. We could just wait though and mine it when we have a fortune. That's that scary biome over there. Alright, let's stop going this direction. I don't want to be hit by one of those blindness arrow skeleton dudes. Darkness arrow skeleton dudes. Don't see any andesite anywhere. Goes back up toward the scary biome. These heavy dripstone vein caves are a little bit scary to navigate because they got little dripstones everywhere that block your progress. Not a good place to be if you're trying to outrun some bad guys. So there's the diorite. More diorite anyway. Don't see any andesite. I think we had easier diorite down another direction though. If I remember right. Get some more rock. Got our glass. It's doing well. Yeah, here's all the diorite I saw before, so we can turn all this into andesite. That's a lot of andesite we can make. Probably enough. We don't actually need to find andesite. Let's get like a stack of it. Get us going. Good. Alright. We're set. There's a tree down here. That third spot must be the optimal spot. I think we're only getting trees growing in that third spot. I don't know why that would be too close to something this way. I mean, we're 3 away on all sides, so I don't know why it would matter. This one has the torch. We could move the torch back. We can get some tree growth going. You can also compost these extra saplings to turn them into bone meal. Alright, let's see how our glass is doing. Pretty good. Not ready for more lava yet. Alright. Alright, I think we can just turn this into andesite like this. Excellent. Alright, so let's see about making some water wheels and such. Alright, we need andesite alloy, which is Iron. Do 5. What was it? It was... I can't remember the recipe. Andesite alloy, here we go. Oops. 22. Alright, let's see how far we get with 22. We need buttons. Alright, we need lots of wood for this. Lots of wood. Right back over here. We need buttons. Let's make 16 buttons. Get us going. For those, need planks. You can actually mix planks of different kinds of wood. I want at least 3 water wheels. I can't remember how many we're going for. I think we need some shafts. Some of these things. And we're going to need some small cogs. More buttons. Let's make 8 buttons. Alright, we got small cogs, we got big cogs, we got water wheel. Alright, where should we do this? Over here maybe? Our create section. Making a place we can put our water wheel. Water wheels, shaft. How do we want the water wheels? I actually want them this way. Excuse me. I don't think that's right. I think we want them one lower. Not 100% though. That doesn't look right, does it? Let's try it and see what happens. Let's put some light back here. Alright. Yeah, that's not right. Here, let's change this. There we go. That looks correct. Alright, like that. I think that's how that works. So then, I think we're going to want to put the water there. Means we'll need a wall there. Up this roof a little more. Could put a ladder here too, but let's just do this for now. Alright, we're gonna need 2 our buckets. Alright, that's good. It doesn't fill in the way it would over here. Like if you put 2 there, you're not gonna make an infinite one there. I think that's good. No power. There we go. Alright, so we want to make a cobblestone factory, which we'll use to make our mob farm. And I want to get a grinder going, or millstone I think it's called, so that we can efficiently grind up our bones into bone meal. Which only matters here before we get our mob farm going. But we can actually use it later too for like making dough and stuff like that, so it's not like that's one use only. Okay, so first thing we want is our cobblestone generator. So let's get that going. Get another bucket of lava in here. Get rid of all this. Inventory a little bit. More trees. The algae farm's really going now. Excellent. If you can get a spruce tree farm going, that's even better. Grow those huge spruce trees. One tree was like chopping up, I don't know, like 30 of these little oak trees. We are nowhere near spruce, near as I can tell. That's have a really tall growing area to get the big trees. But it's not that hard to build a deep pit and then start growing spruce trees. Much more efficient way to get wood. We should be using a stone axe for that. We don't have that much iron right now. Let's go back to stone. Alright, let's see. We were working on a cobblestone generator. Okay, so we want a gearbox and we'll make it over here, the cobblestone generator. So we're going to need a crate to put all the cobblestone in. So let's make some more crates. These crates are really great. I would love to see something like this in vanilla Minecraft. Alright, we're going to need more than that. I want to have a full 8-boxer. So that's not quite what we need. Oops. Crate boxer, okay. Trying to get ahead on food here so I don't have to harvest it all the time. Once we get like a stack in our inventory, it'll be really easy just to keep it maintained. Alright, so let's make a gearbox. Which I think is here. There's gearboxes and there's vertical gearbox. I think we want a regular gearbox, maybe? We need a log? Yeah, we need a log to make that. I think I just used all our logs. Okay. A log and little cogwheels. We have little cogwheels? We have little cogwheels. I guess we're stuck waiting for trees again. And here's a tree already. Now trees will grow even though there's leaves in the way, but we want the drops, we want the saplings. I wouldn't mind having apples for later, we can turn into golden apples. Sticks, definitely helpful right now, so... Alright, let's make our cases, or gearbox rather. Or wood. Side case. Gearbox. Alright, so we put a brick gearbox here. We want to run a drill. Let's figure out how to make a drill. Drill. Case. That was easy to make. Alright, so if we put a drill right here, then we're going to want lava to be over the drill with water pouring down on it. The lava there, and maybe water here. Something like that. We need a hopper. I don't think we have any chests, regular chests. So let's turn more of this into wood. Make a hopper. Alright. We're going to want a chest, or a crate rather, to take all the cobblestone we're going to be generating. And then we want this hopper to go into that. Should work. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So now we need lava right there, and then we need water behind. So water back there, and lava on top. Should make cobblestone. Oh, I don't have this geared so that it's faster, so that is going to be really slow. Alright, let's fix this. I forgot about setting up gears to amplify the power of the drill. The speed of the drill. Alright, there should be one piece of cobblestone in there, maybe. Maybe I stopped it before it did anything. My Careful construction. Okay, so we're going to want a big cog. That goes into a little cog. Or is it a little cog that goes into a big cog? Oh no, we don't want it to be on the shaft like that. We want it to be on the side. So, do I want to go this way or that way? I don't think I want to go the other way. Put the cog over here. So let's do that. The small cog over here. Looks like I can't do that because the thing's in the way. I could put another shaft on it. I don't think I want to though. I'll just do it here. And then we want to put a big cog on the small cog. Maybe we do want a shaft. Alright, here, let's go back. Do this. I need to take this off actually. Maybe we don't need the... Do that there, and then we do this. Here. And we do, oops, not that. We do a big one here. Another small one here. Can't do a small one there. Maybe up here. There we go. Alright. Or we could just leave it like that. I wonder if that's fast enough. Like that. Might be fast enough. So we put the drill on there. And we would want the hopper to be here. Like so. Okay. So then the lava would go here, and the water would go there. So let's put the water in, put the lava in. Maybe it's kind of slow. Maybe we do want that last speed check on it. So we need to get all this stuff. Like this. So if we want that last bit of speed out of this, then what do we do here? We put a... How do we do this again? So we gotta put another small cog, I believe. Right. I saw it for a second right there, and then another big cog on it. I think that will give us turbo speed. Yeah, that's much faster. Alright, let's try that. So, okay, so then the drill goes on the end here. Oops. There's the drill, okay. Perfect. Alright, so we want the lava to be here. No, lava there. And then the water here, right? Lava water, yeah. So then this will be the hopper. And this will be the crate. Crates. Hopper. Okay, so right there, so the crate can be here? No, that's not correct. Crate can be here, right? Like this. Yeah, that should be perfect. Okay. So it's gonna have to look like this. A little bit weird. Maybe we'll move our little water supply. It's kind of in the way now. Let's put it over somewhere else. I don't know where we're gonna make our farm. Where are we gonna make our farm? Are we over here? Put the water over here. Alright. Let's make this look a little less weird. Okay. Alright, so... I want lava there. Here, let's get over here and take a look at this. And lava here, we're gonna have water right here, so we need to put that like that. We need a block there. Alright, so let's put the water in first. Gotta get my water, I forgot to get more water. Alright, so water. Water here. Lava here. Lock that in. There, we did it. Alright, cool. That is our cobblestone generator. So we use all that cobblestone we're going to make with this thing to make our mob farm. Okay, very good. Alright, excellent. Alright, so all of our glass should have finished cooking up. So we have all the glass we need to get a farm going. You have to have crops covered by glass or they don't grow in this mod pack. Let's make a crate to put our crate stuff in. And we'll leave it over here by the stuff, our cogwheels and andesite, shafts, care casings. So we can find it easy next time we need it. It'd be nice to fill this in. Let's get some wood and then we can finish that crate so it doesn't look so weird. Broke. Let's make another axe. Like, technically we don't need to get rid of these, but I want to get the drops. The sticks and everything. At least for now anyway, until we get a good supply of stuff going. So we're still early days. We can use every bit of resources we can squeeze out of those trees. Alright, let's make some more boxes, or crates rather. So we need some more wood. Maybe more than that. Crates. Alright, we only need 2. I love these crates though, these are super cool. You can have this huge storage thing like that. I wish that was in vanilla Minecraft. Alright, let's make some more fire charges. If we make 16, we can do another quest, which I think we just did. I forget what the reward is we get for that. I think logs we get for that. Yeah, 16 logs. Very nice. Alright, so now I think the next thing to do is get our crops going. So let's work on crops. So we're going to want a hoe. Oh, actually we need to do the thing where we get the seeds before we make the crops. So let's do that. Let's leave this in here for now. Alright, so we've got the moss, we've got the bones. Oh, I know I wanted to make a mill so that I could get extra bone meal out of the bones. Millstone, how do we make this? It's like we need a log. No, we just need rock. Okay. So we have some rock. Some stone, I should say. And we needed this. Do we need this too? Some andesite. Okay, now to power this, I think it needs to come in from the side. Yeah, so we need, is there anything on the bottom? I don't think there is anything on the bottom. There's no gear on the bottom. So we're gonna need a vertical gearbox. So, let's see if we can make one of those. Vertical gearbox. We need to make a gearbox. Okay. We need logs. Which we have a ton of logs now. Thanks to the quest. Alright, this, then... gearbox. We don't have enough little cogs. Okay, how do we make little cogs? Buttons. Yeah, I don't think we have any more buttons. Alright, let's make some buttons. Let's make 8 buttons. Oops. Hey Spatula, good morning, how are you? We're engineering today. Minecraft Robot God. Neglected shadow scroll. Oh, sorry man, sorry. I'm focused on my stuff over here. This is not in regular Minecraft, this is in a mod called Create. And it's really fun though. You can make machines with it. So right now we have a machine that is generating cobblestone. So it's basically making building material for us that we're going to use to make a huge mob farm later. that we'll use to get experience and enchant our gear and armor and weapons. So anyway, it's a lot of fun. So there's water wheels under here. This is, I think, one of the coolest Minecraft mods there is. So we've got water wheels here that are powering this system over here, and then we can hook up different machines to it. So anyway, it's a ton of fun. So right now we're working on our millstone, so that we can grind our bones into bone meal. And bone meal is like fertilizer in this game. So anyway, yeah, it's fun. It adds a lot to the game, I think, having these different mods. All right, here's a gearbox. We've got to make a vertical gearbox. Anyway, how are you today? Anything cool happening in your world? Oh, so you know what? Yeah, this is gonna work. We can put this here, right? Yeah. So then we need to put a cogwheel on the bottom of that. And then we can put our mill right next to it. Yay, look at that. Very cool. Alright, so now we'll chuck our bones in there. Doing fine? I'm doing good too. Big adventure today is I have to take Dad to Walmart. My mom, now again, they don't live together even though they're not divorced. It's completely weird. My mom gave my dad some gift cards, like, I think they're American Express gift cards, but not 100%. Anyway, some gift cards for Christmas, and Dad is completely perplexed by them. He's like, how do I use these, you know? Because, of course, he's not online at all. He's completely analog. So now he's finally decided he's going to try to spend these at Walmart. So that is the plan for today. Yeah, is to go to Walmart and spend his gift cards. Alright, there's a better way to get stuff out of there than me breaking that, but I don't have the right setup for it. So the advantage of what that did, I don't know if it matters, but to give you the nitty-gritty technical detail, is so we got 11 bone meals out of the bones, and normally I think you get 3 per bone. Yeah, normally you get 3 bone meal per bone. So normally we should have 9 bone meal, but we got 2 extras because we did it in the mill, which is a little disappointing actually. I would have liked to have more than 2 extras, but we'll take what we can get. When you only have 3 bones, you want to maximize your bone use. So that's why we did all that. Yeah, sometimes, right? They're just old school to the end. Our dads, I tell you. Anyway, I'm always glad. Any chance to get him out of the house, and he wants to go to Walmart. Oh, so the other good thing about Walmart is I can finally get the tea that you recommended like months ago. Biscuit tea, right? Here, I made a shopping list for it. 'Cause we haven't been to Walmart ever since you suggested that. Walmart. Yorkshire biscuit tea, so I'm going to look for that when we're there. But the other thing I like about Walmart is it's huge. That means a lot of exercise for Dad. He'll be wandering around that giant store and getting his cardio. So anyway, it should be a good trip all in all. I'm not normally excited to go to Walmart, but today I actually have things I want to buy, so it's a win for everybody. Okay, so now we need to get seeds so we can get our crops going. But to do that, we're going to use these moss blocks. And we need to figure out where we're going to turn stone into moss. Where should we do this? Maybe over here in the hallway. I think I want a big flat area to do this though. I think kind of down here is the best place for it. I don't think I can turn cobblestone into moss though. I have to use actual stone to do it. do the magic. Trying to find an area where we've got a nice flat bunch of stone we can use. This is pretty good up here. Let's do it right here. Can't remember how big an area we can do. Push this back. Well, that was creepy. I don't know what that sound's supposed to mean. There's a scary biome down there, but I don't see any bad guys coming up. Alright, so the way we do this is we take the moss, we take the bone powder, the bone dust, whatever it's called, bone meal, and then we go like this. No? Isn't that how you do it? Is that not how you do it? Am I doing it wrong? Hold on a sec. I don't have enough, I can't afford to waste any of this. I thought that was how you did it. Let me see. Let's go to the wiki. Minecraft wiki. Moss. Moss block. Using bone meal on moss blocks causes certain types of adjacent blocks to be replaced with moss blocks. It's supposed to work. Using bone meal on moss block causes to replace with moss blocks. It allows moss to spread to them. Blocks need to have air above. Why isn't it working? This is very disappointing. I've done this before in this mod pack. So, I don't know what the problem is. What does that say again? To allow moss to spread, blocks need to have air above them. Okay, we have air above them. Huh. I don't know what's going on there. Do we need to have air on the side like that, maybe? No? Is this a defective moss block? We're using our bone meal doing this. This is a disaster. It's not working. What is happening here? The light levels are good. I wonder if I need to restart or something. This feels like a glitch. Because I know this works. I've done it before in this mod pack. Here, let's try that. Let's save and quit. I don't have enough bone meal to waste making this work. I'm gonna restart real quick. I got 7 bone meal left. It's precious. So the way it should work is you take that moss, you put it down by stone. It turns the stone into moss and plants, including the seeds that we're going to need that we can get from grass that will grow. And then you turn that new moss, some of that new moss, into bone meal and rinse and repeat. So you can actually net more bone meal than you used to create the moss and convert the stone. You can actually get more bone meal from that process than you started with. But if it's not working, then obviously none of that works. So I don't know why it's not working, but hopefully it didn't change the mod pack to make that not work. Let me check the Discord real quick, just make sure I'm not missing something. Let's see, social media. Where's my Discord? There we go. Alright, moss. Search. Bone meal moss is a great way to get grass. I agree. Got mine through moss. Moss for grass. Yeah, everybody's saying you can do what I know I've done this before in the mod packs. I hope this works. I realized yesterday that I screwed up the seed because remember you and Phoenix gave me the words. I think we end up doing Teletubbies don't die or something, and or no dying. Um, but I typed that in the world name, not the world seed. So I noticed it when I logged on this morning and I saw that the world name was Teletubbies Don't Die or whatever it was. So the seed is actually a completely random seed, which has nothing to do with the words you guys gave me. So anyway, it seems like a pretty good seed. So, uh, yeah, completely random. All right, please work. I really, really need this to work. Work. Yes, it worked. That's what it's supposed to do. I must have just had to restart. Okay. So now we can bust this grass, and now we got seed. So this we can turn into wheat. We're looking for another kind of seed called flax seeds, and we can make string out of the flax. And with that string, we can make all kinds of stuff. Most importantly, we can make bows, and we can make fishing gear. So that is super cool. And then all this moss that we made, we can turn into more bone meal. So now we have infinite bone meal. So we can do this as long as we need to do it. So I'm going to keep going until I get some flax seeds. That is the plan. So the stone needs to have air above it. I wonder if it'll do one that's adjacent like that. Yeah, it looks like it will. Okay, cool. So to get the flax seeds, we just have to keep hitting this grass until it randomly busts and gives us flax seed. Which are brown seeds. These there's some flax right there. Hemp seeds, not hemp. Not the fun kind of hemp, but the practical kind. And we got some bushes, shrubs. Okay, cool. Excellent. Alright, what happened? A little lag there. Alright. Let's take all this moss. We can turn it into more bone meal. Alright, we're gonna need more dirt, I think. I don't think I have a shovel. Yeah, so we used, I don't know, very little bone meal there. We have 62. We have just a ton of moss and Mars carpet that we can just turn into fertilizer, more bone meal. So it's a magical infinite resource machine. Let's go get a shovel and come back and mine out this. Actually, you know what? Let's make a crafting table. We should actually have one. I must have one in the chest back there. Alright. Our farm is going to be a 9x9 grid. So we need 81. Well, actually, the piece in the middle is going to have water, so we need 80 chunks of dirt. And I know we don't have 80 chunks of dirt right now. So let's get a whole bunch of dirt here. See what we're getting. Some coal while we're at it. Alright. Check our light levels. Good. Alright, how much do we have? Maybe we'll just get 2 stacks of dirt. Just mine out all this dirt. Not sure how much there is though. Like there's a lot of dirt here. Some iron. Alright, one more piece, we'll have 2 stacks. Alright, excellent. It's more than enough dirt. Oh, we have extra dirt over here. Might as well grab this iron while we're here. Alright, I think our light levels are probably off, yeah. Alright, that's good. Alright. Let's go make our farm. Now normally for a farm in Minecraft you don't need to put glass over it, but that is something that is required by this mod pack. I think because it's supposed to simulate like a greenhouse effect, a hothouse effect. Like because the world is so cold you need a greenhouse to grow crops, I think is the flavor story anyway. Oh, I left my crafting table over there. Get a axe going. Oh, I have a full inventory. Let's go dump some stuff off and come back. Our giant crate over here. Let's put the crate stuff in our crate chest. Anything else crate? Doesn't look like it. We need that. Hold on to that. Don't need that. We actually need a board, like one of those. Half slab, as they call them. Alright, so we're gonna make our farm here. Farm adjacent to a farm. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make sure our math is right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I think I made it too close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I didn't. Okay, cool. Alright, we put this here in the middle. Then let's go ahead and make a lantern. We can put in the middle of our farm to keep it nice and lit up all the time. Lanterns actually provide a lot of heat in this mod, so which is good and bad at the same time. You have to keep an eye on them. Make sure you don't get overheated by them. Okay, so now we want to make our farm. Let's make another pickaxe. Oh, I was gonna make it one more away from the wall. I forgot about that. So it didn't interfere with the rock root. Because rock root's not gonna be able to grow, or the crops aren't gonna be able to grow. Okay, I screwed that up. Forgot that was a thing. Alright, let's fill this in. Or cave root. I keep calling it rock root. It's cave root. What stuff is called? Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the way it works in Minecraft is a farm can be watered by, you can use water within 4 blocks of a square of a block to consider it watered for purposes of growing plants. And it also works for the vertical distance. I don't know how it's calculating these things, but this whole area will be considered watered because it's in a 4x4 square adjacent to the water source. That is how it works. Alright, it's a little bit dark over here. Let's put a torch over here. Okay. And our crops. Alright, now I need to put glass above the crops or they won't grow. So let's grab our glass. I think maybe they technically do grow, only like ridiculously slow. But yeah, they basically don't grow. Alright, so let's clear this out. Okay, so that looks correct. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Did I do this wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's good. Alright, I think we're good. Is that right? The block placement pop. Alright, I think we are good there. Alright, there we go. Cool. So now that stuff should grow because it's under glass. And we're on our way to being gentlemen farmers. So let's go ahead and expand. Oh, I forgot I had the lava farm right here. Lava farm right next to our farm. Is that a good idea? Maybe that's not a good idea. I'll set the crops on fire. We might have to move our lava farm. It'd be easier to move the lava farm than move the farm at this point. Yeah, let's move this lava farm somewhere else. Oh, is that right? Interesting. It's like I forgot to replant saplings last time I did this. Make another axe. He's texting me. Oh, insurance company, thank you for your payment. Alright, I need to get more saplings. Alright, let's see, where should we put our lava farm? We could put it over here, maybe? I want it somewhere completely out of the way, though. Maybe we pick it over here. Everything going on over here. Lava can actually start stuff on fire, which sounds obvious, but it's maybe not so obvious in Minecraft. So we need to put it somewhere away from stuff that will burn. Alright, we need to grab that other lava. Let's put one bucket in here and grab another bucket. Alright, there we go. How's our light levels doing now? A little bit low. Alright, let's put the cauldron here. Actually, it'd be easier to put the cauldron inset in the wall, like that. Now. Then we need this and this and this. Okay, so that goes there. Dripstone goes there. Lava goes above the dripstone. And now I got a lava farm. Okay, cool. Our trees are really growing fast now. I don't know why it takes so long to get the trees going, and then once they get going, it seems like they go much faster. But of course we have 4 trees going now, which is 4 chances to grow instead of 1. So that is helpful. Oops. Alright, let's get rid of, so let's keep working on our farm over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Hey Dooku, how's it going? Sweet Tanita. I don't know who that is actually. How are you, Deku? Good morning. Or good afternoon, whatever time it is. I guess it must be afternoon, huh? Welcome. Doing some hardcore Minecraft. It's our next challenge. Sweet Anita, I'll have to check it out. What kind of stuff does she stream? Okay, what am I doing here? So this is good. Oh, so pretty late in the day actually for you. A lot of chatting, okay. Fair enough. You ever play Minecraft Eco? I don't think Spatula has tried it. I resisted it for years when my kids were playing it. I did not have the proper attitude, and I missed out on some time, a lot of time I could have played Minecraft with my kids, because I was like, oh, it's just this blocky, pixelated game, right? But when I finally started playing it, I was like, wow, this is actually really fun, especially when you mod it. Um, you can do all kinds of cool stuff. Anyway, so yeah. So I did end up doing it some before they, grew up and left the house. But I could have been doing it, like a decade earlier. And I finally got over my Minecraft prejudice. Yeah, thanks for rubbing it in, Ediku. Come on, man. I'm sure they're not traumatized from it, but it is one of the regrets I have. Exactly. But later on, we played on the same server and stuff, so I guess we made up for a little bit of lost time. But yeah, I definitely could have done more of that. So again, the crops will grow within 4 of the water source. Our water source is under there. So we want to make a 4x4 grid with water in the middle. So that's 80 farming spots. 81 minus 1. Exactly. Yes. It's never going to go perfect the whole time through, that's for sure. But, it's also good, if somebody else is, watching and they're thinking about it, they're like, oh, maybe I should play Minecraft with my kids. Maybe they can benefit from my experience. At least I hope so. I do it more for the hardcore survival challenge than I do for just like building cool shapes and all that. I'm not much of a cool stuff builder. I am more of a practical stuff builder. Alright. Now we could try this, if you want a real challenge, you try this mod pack called Permafrost Eyes of the Storm. And I can show you here in a sec, but the whole world is basically wrapped up in a perpetual storm. So you end up being forced underground in the beginning, and which is why we set up this little cave here. And then to grow crops, you have to basically greenhouse them. So that's why we're doing this glass on the top to make our crops grow. So there's a lot of stuff gated behind progression, which is fun, I think. Yeah. Oh, in the summer, okay. Fair enough. Here, let me show you the storm outside. Yeah, so this game has it has heat sensitivity and cold sensitivity. Or you can actually take damage if you get too cold, and you can take damage if you get too hot. So like the nether is super hot, so you have to have some kind of cooling effect to survive there. And outside is super cold, so you have to have some way to warm up to survive being outside. Oh, here, did I sleep? I can't remember. Let me sleep, make sure it's not dark out there. Alright, so let me show you the outside here. So the outside always looks like this. It's always perpetual blizzard. 100% of the time, 24/7, 7 days a week. Or 24, whatever. Anyway, it's always like this. Oh, there's a bad guy. Alright, never mind. I didn't mean to use glass there, but I guess it is what it is. We could kill this guy. We have the tools to do it. We might as well. I think you have to kill so many of them to get a benefit out of the quest book. Over here, buddy. So the enemies, the undead, you have to consecrate. So you see all those little white particles coming off him? That means he's consecrated, and we can damage him normally. If he's not consecrated, he takes hardly any damage from our attacks. So that's the other mechanic, is you have to consecrate undead to damage them. Yeah, there's a lot of sleeping in this game to roll the day over. It's kind of like real life, I guess. Anyway, so that's the big mechanic too, is you have to consecrate the undead to damage them. And consecration generally means setting them on fire, but there are other ways. There's like a potion of consecration, for example. So it's not always setting them on fire. Anyway, so that makes it more difficult too, is that the monsters are harder to kill. Alright, let's grab another bucket of lava over here. Oh, I didn't realize that would harvest my crops. Alright, that's not going to work. We're not going to be able to... So doing that sickle thing actually harvested crops. Oh, we got our first hemp. So with hemp, we can turn, we can start to make string, and with string, we can make a fishing gear. Yeah. So we're starting to get our infrastructure going. We're not super powerful, but eventually we will be. We've got a cobblestone farm going over here. This is from the create mod, all this gearing over here. We've got a cobblestone generator going, so we're making tons of building supplies. So we're going to make a huge mob farm here in a bit. And this is all powered by water wheels over here. This create mod is what does this. Super cool. One of my favorite mods for sure. And anyway, so we're doing good. So right now we're working on our infrastructure. I just got the exotic I needed for my stasis build. Oh, there you go. I've never played Destiny. I know a lot of Borderlands people play it, but I've never tried it. Maybe one of these days. But always nice to find a rare drop that you need. Jumping over to Warframe. My son used to play Warframe. I don't know if he does anymore, but he used to play a lot of that back in the day. I think because it was free, you know. Or at least, you know, generally free. Warframe's not free. Okay, let's see if we can make some more quest book things. Let's see what's going on with our quest book. So it also has this mod pack has this cool quest book that talks about, it gives you the lore of what's happening, like the world is dead, the storm began. Anyway, there's all this lore to the mod pack, which is kind of fun. And then when you do quests, you get things as rewards. So we mined these crystals, which are for the Elementium mod, I think it is, or Elemental mod, I can't remember what it's called. And so now we got some gold for doing that. And so it also gives you progression that you can work on to get your way as you go through the game. So the next thing I'd like to do is fishing, but we need to get our string for that, which means our hemp needs to grow, and then we can do that. We could start doing Botania. And to do that, we need to make a petal apothecary. Anyway. Freeze and shatter enemies. Finally. Oh, to your regular name? To Nico? I remember that too. My usernames kind of varied in the beginning, and anyway, it's nice to finally get everything synchronized. Change it to Eden the Dummy, okay. Alright, we need to plant this new stuff. Okay, alright, that makes sense, sure. Fair enough. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'm trying to think what we do. So we're letting our crops grow. As the crops grow, they produce seeds, and with the seeds you can replant the crops, and you get more seeds than you do. Um, anyway, you get more seeds that you can always grow your farm. So you want to finish growing this farm to its full potential. Let's see if there's any other quests we can do in the meantime while we're waiting. Okay. It's a little hard to change your Twitch username, isn't it? I guess I don't really know what's involved. Maybe it isn't that hard. People get to learn you by the one name, though, after a while. Maybe it makes it practically hard, even if it's, you know, actually easy to do. New password. I use the password manager, which I recommend to everybody. With the password manager, you can have completely random, crazy passwords, and you only have to remember one of them. Then everything else is protected by the manager. Seems like a good idea to me. Alright, so we need some plants. Let's do this. And then this. Alright, got a pedal apothecary. So we need to figure out where we're going to do our Britannia stuff. Britannia is another mod in this mod pack. Oh, LastPass got hacked? I didn't know that. I don't use LastPass though, but yeah, it is scary if they get hacked. Although, yeah. Yeah, it is scary. No getting around that. That is true. But I still, I don't know, whatever. I guess everybody has to decide their own. For me, I like it because the passwords are much more random. Back before I used the password manager, I was using similar passwords. And that feels dangerous also, so. Make some steps. Alright, I kind of want to do Britannia over here. I wonder if we have enough room to do it right here. I don't think we're going to have too many more machines going. And we can always make the machines go that way. So I think this is our Britannia spot. Let's see what the next thing the quest book wants us to do is. Obtain floral fertilizer. How do we make floral fertilizer? Yeah, reasonable. It does cost money for the password manager. That is true. At least the one that I use costs some money. Alright, so we need dye to make the... Alright, to get dye, I think we need to make a, yeah, pestle and mortar. So let's make a pestle and mortar. I don't think we have enough plants to make enough dye to get going. I haven't really been focusing on grabbing plants. Let's turn half of this into wood. Store the other half. Alright. I guess I just got these plants here. Let's turn these into How much dye do we need to make that fertilizer? We need 4 things of dye, okay. So I think we do it like this. Yeah. Oh, I turned it all into dye. Well, shit. It's all dye now. Everything's fun and games, so you turn everything into dye. Alright, so now we need our bone meal. And we can make the fancy fertilizer. Okay. Very good. Claim reward. We get 8 more. Very nice. Yeah, because they're not going to have the development. They're not going to have the whatever you call it, the funds of a place that's actually costs money most of the time. So I agree with that. Obtain a pure daisy. Okay. How do I obtain a pure daisy? Oh, you know what? There's actually a book that goes with Botania, which is right here. Let's start a Botania crate. So let's get rid of some of this crap in our inventory. And let's make a space for all our Botania stuff. Okay, so we want wood. Make a big crate. One more big crate. We can put all our Botania stuff over here. Then let's throw all this stuff in here so I don't have to carry it around all the time. This I think we're about to use. Okay. A lot of inventory management in Minecraft. See how our crops are doing over here, not too bad. My sickle broke. So much content, okay. You feel overwhelmed by all the stuff to do? That game has been around for a very long time. Alright, we're slowly getting more hemp. The hemp is growing a lot faster than the wheat is growing. Yeah, 10 plus years. Yeah, it's been around for a long time. I remember my son playing it when he was little. Or pretty little anyway. Relatively little. Alright, okay. So pure daisy. So how do we make a pure daisy? Let's get our book. Basics, mystical flowers. Excellent, lovely. Welcome to Botania. How come the thing is not disappearing? It still says question mark, like I haven't looked at all this. Oh, maybe it's exclamation point. Reduction to trinkets. Extracting ender air. We're a long way from extracting ender air. It's in a whole different dimension. I'm just clicking through the stuff quickly so that the exclamation points disappear. And then hopefully we get new exclamation points of stuff we're actually interested in. So I want to make a pure daisy. How do I make a pure daisy? Welcome to Britannia. How does end work? So the end is a so the Ender Dragon or whatever supposedly created this huge storm. So the Ender Dragon is like this super cold beast, and the end is ridiculously cold. So you have to have cold resistance potions to survive in the end. And cold resistance potions are gated behind killing ice elementals, which is a rare drop. So you have to kill these ice elementals to get their ice shards to make cold resistance potions. And then the end is super cold. And the dragon has like 8 million more health than he does in normal Minecraft. So yeah, the end can be pretty challenging. The only one of the nice things though is this mod pack includes the enchantment Ender Veil, and the Ender Veil makes it so that you can look at Endermen without them attacking you. So that at least you don't have to worry about Endermen when you're doing that fight. But yeah, it is a challenging fight for sure. Okay, so I think the next thing we want to do actually, instead of the pure daisy, is maybe we work on this one here, or this one. Trying to get the the fertilizer to work. Yeah, it's pretty tough, the final dragon fight. So that's the goal. My goal is to do the whole, go through the pack, become super powered, and fight and beat the Ender Dragon. That is my goal for winning this challenge, this one life challenge. Hardcore challenge. And other people have done it. I've seen Captain Fufu's done it, and another guy I watch, what is his name? I'm spacing on it right now. Dead Pine. He's got a really interesting username of Dead Pine. He has done it. He actually has a YouTube series on beating the this mod pack. So it's difficult, but it's not impossible. So I'm sure we'll get it done. I have beat it not hardcore before, so I have some experience with it. Yeah, the combat's pretty simple, no matter how you try to improve it. Yeah, it's definitely not the most complex combat mechanics in the world. Alright, so we need some dirt over here. We're gonna grow our mystical flowers. Okay. So, do I need fertilizer? I think we might have to use this on grass. I kind of don't want to waste it because it's a little bit hard to make. So I think we'll make grass. So to make grass, we can actually use seeds to make grass. We really need our wheat to grow. We can get some seeds, and then we can make grass. I guess I could try it. I'm gonna try it, see if it does anything. Oh, it does do something. Okay. Alright, so these are called mystical flowers, and they give you flower petals. The Botania mod is like it's a tech mod is what people describe it as. A technology mod, but it is for flavor. It's behind this kind of flower concept. But you can make really strong stuff with Botania. Really good armor and weapons and utility items. So right now with the magical fertilizer, we're making magical flowers. Like our inventory is full. Get rid of some crap. Our petal apothecary down. So we're trying to get all 16 varieties of flower right now to complete that quest. So let's make some more room in our inventory. We want room for 16 different flowers. Oh, we got some hemp. Let's get rid of the hemp. So 2, 4, 6, 5, 6, wait, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Looks like we need, oh no, we do have enough. Okay, I think we have enough room now. Get 16 in here. 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, yeah, we're good. Okay. You one-shot Hyperius? Oh cool, I'll have to check that out. Only once, okay. Interesting. I'm not even familiar with that technique. Because when the Commander Lilith DLC came out, I was kind of, I've been playing a lot less Borderlands 2, so I'm not super familiar with the stuff you do with the new gear in that game, in that DLC, like the world burn. I'm glad though that Maya has a one-shot for Hyperius. That's cool. Alright, let's plant the tree. You got all kinds of things going on here. We're making crops. We're doing Botania. We are improving our world. Bit by bit. Alright, so do we have 16 now? I'm not sure. I guess the quest book will tell us if we have them all. Oh, we're missing mystical orange flowers. Okay. But we're out of our magical fertilizer, so we're gonna have to make more magical fertilizer here in a sec. So let's dump off the flowers we have now. And do a little farming over here. It looks like we finally got wheat ready. Our first wheat of the game. Now we need to replant. Plant our hemp. So things grow better if they are next to different crops. Crops that are different from what they are. So you like to plant things in rows when you farm in Minecraft. Alright. So our food problems will swiftly be over if we keep this up. A lot of good gear. Peak opener, torch, amigo sniper, hot mama, electric chair. I've used the electric chair actually. I think I've used the peak opener a little bit. That's the assault rifle. I guess Whenever I do my axe run, I'll be using that quite a bit. Would they grow better next to different plants though? Yeah, it's only in rows though. I don't know how the game tells you to do this, but so we have hemp, we're having hemp, wheat, hemp, wheat. So if you alternate rows like that, they grow faster. You don't need to checkerboard them, but I don't know how the game knows how they're planted, but that's how that works. Okay, we need to make more dye so we can make more fertilizer. So do we have anything we can turn into dye? Doesn't look like we do. I think what we need to do is go find some more plants that we can turn into dye. We can finally get the orange flowers. If you leave them alone, those leaves will decay on their own, but I want to get the drops from them, so that's why I'm manually destroying them. Alright, let's put this in here. Get rid of this. Put some water in our hotbar like that. Yeah, they redesigned bats for the new, for the latest Minecraft mod, or Minecraft version, not mod. Alright, I'm going through a lot of trouble just to recover one thing. I hate losing supplies though. I'm kind of crazy about that. Alright, I saw some mushrooms up here we could turn into dye, I remember. This pack actually has like much bigger bats. I forget what they're called at the moment. But it has a lot of different stuff. There's a mod called Alex's Mobs, and it has the Alex's Mobs. A bunch of mobs from different packs. There's a pack called Ice and Fire, and this mod pack incorporates it, and that includes dragons, which is cool, so you can actually fight dragons. All kinds of different mobs in this pack. Alright, that's a dead end. What's this? Oh, this is bamboo. I should get bamboo out of that pot. Kinda cool. Bamboo you can use to do a few different things, most importantly making scaffolding. I saw a mob coming after us. Didn't see any plants over that way. Alright, good enough. I'll also grow some bamboo while we're sitting around. It's not going to grow very tall here. Let's give the bamboo some room to grow. Alright, should be good. Alright, find some more plants we can turn into dye. There's some right here. We never bothered to harvest. Don't see any plants. Go ahead and harvest this while we're here. Our farm is snowballing nicely. It's too bad the wheat grows so slow though compared to the hemp. Here's some more plants. Turn those into dye. What was I doing up there, I wonder? I've obviously been here before. Maybe there was something I wanted to grab up here? Probably just exploring. A lot of dripstone where we live. A little bit of a pain. It gets in the way of these huge dripstone areas. I don't even know what that is, Deco. Never heard of that. Pastry, okay. My wife and I, when we go out and buy bagels, which we do, I don't know, periodically, we like to hit one of the bakeries around Portland too. Usually there's a French bakery that we go to, which I think actually we're going to hit. I think we're going to go do it this Saturday, make a bagel run. You got to get up early to get bagels in Portland. If you go late, then they're all sold out. We've tried though every bakery, every bagel maker in the city, and now we have our favorite, which now I'm forgetting the name of it as I'm talking about it, but anyway. Oh yeah, bagel with lox, just absolutely delicious. One of the greatest meals in the world. Borikas are a popular bakery based in Sephardic Jewish cuisine. Alright, well, sounds good, man. Balance of delicious. The pastry and delicious pretty much go together, right? Like pizza and cheese. So grab this iron while we're here. You never have too much iron. Except late game when you have all the iron you need. But we're a long way from having all the iron we need. Eventually we'll get an enchantment called Fortune, And with fortune, we'll get much more pieces of ore per whatever you call it, ore block. So that will be nice. Alright. Got a lot more hemp than we need. We can turn that into bone meal. Let's replant our hemp though. We'll go ahead and we might as well grow hemp even if we don't need as much as we're growing, because we can bone meal it later. But we'll eventually replace the hemp with other crops because we'll have more hemp than we're ever going to use. Potato filled and pizza flavored. Oh, okay, that sounds delicious. Yeah, more ore per ore. Yeah, basically. More ore per ore. But what is this called? This is called raw copper. Okay, you get more raw iron per ore block. Maybe that'd be a better way to do it. Yeah, they take different times to finish. The wheat is growing really slowly compared to the hemp, for example. But you can also get, you know, carrots and potatoes and I'm forgetting the others, but you can get a lot more different crops that you can grow. And they definitely grow at different speeds. I still don't feel like we have an enormous amount of wood, so I'm gonna harvest these trees when I see they're ready to harvest. Eventually we'll have enough wood and we won't be doing it all the time. But we're still, I think, pretty light on wood. Just use wood to do literally everything. There's very few things you can craft that don't have wood at some point. Hey Arthur, how's it going? My day is treating me well. How is your day treating you? Over in Mississippi. Alright, so now let's make some, let's get this cooking. Lava is our new, so now that we have the lava farm over here, we have infinite fuel source with lava. Can smelt all our goods with lava. So we don't need to use our coal, which is good because we're going to use our coal in Britannia to make mana. Alright, so let's get our thing and make some more dye. Did I put it over here? I think I put it over here. Yeah. So... then we make fertilizer. Have you played any Minecraft, Arthur? Webinar 10 minutes, okay. Oh, the new PC, woohoo! Very exciting, super cool. That new PC looks really nice. It actually looks nice in addition to having a good stats in it. Yeah, well, the main point, I guess, is survival, and then a lot of it is building, but I'm more into the survival aspect of it. And so this is this mod pack. This is, you have various mods, and then they incorporate the various mods into a mod pack. This mod pack is like a hardcore survival thing, where the whole world is a storm, and you're trying to survive this Arctic frozen world. And then it has different mechanics from normal Minecraft, like too much heat or too much cold hurts you, that sort of thing. So this is very much a survival pack, is what this is. Although you can do fancy builds in it, yeah. So in this case, my goal is to beat the Ender Dragon, but the game keeps going after you do that, right? You don't have to stop. That's just my particular goal for this mod pack. Ender Dragon being kind of the final beastie, final boss challenge in the game. Alright, let's get rid of this stuff. Got magic powder. I thought we had more magic powder than that. I guess we can make one more. Fertilizer. Alright, so we need the orange one is the one we're looking for. Then we'll have all 16 colors. I don't see any orange. Unless that's orange. Yellow. Okay, what's up, Watsy? On the PC and the graphics setting to max. PC didn't have any issues. Oh, excellent. Yeah, that game's pretty old now. Your modern PC should chew it up and spit it out. Even though the game is super efficient, the code in that game is terrible. As far as how it uses resources. But yeah, you can just brute force the thing. Doesn't matter how bad the code is when you've got brute force to use on it. Or how inefficient the code is. Yeah, this hemp is growing like 10 times faster than the wheat is. Streamlabs, okay. I'm still using, I've been using a lot of the Twitch, Twitch has their own built-in custom notices, and I've been using that instead of Streamlabs or any of the others. I only use MooBot for my mod for my chat commands, and I use the free version of that. So I'm resisting Streamlabs. I just think Streamlabs has gotten really bloated. There's just so much stuff there that I'm trying to avoid it this time around. Even though I used it last time I streamed, like back in 2019 or whatever it was. Alright, what are we doing here? So we still need to get orange flowers. For that we need dye. So we need even more plants, because we are not getting luck with the orange. So I guess that means we need to do some more exploring to try to find some more plants. Is that what I'm hearing? I think that's what we have to do now. More plants, more dye, which will let us to do more Botania. So we don't need the Botania book with us if we're going to go exploring. Let's see if there's any quests we can do on the quest book. We can do fishing. Let's do fishing. So we can take our hemp and turn it into string. How do I do that? Two hemps. So string, we already have some string from before. So now we can make a fishing pole. Here, am I not doing that right? Fishing pole. Oh, I need 3, okay. Now we can catch some fish. In Minecraft it's kind of weird, you can catch fish in any bucket of water. Even if it's tiny and in the middle of a cave with nothing connected to it, the fish magically appear. I was playing Dismantle and unlocked the farming section. I wondered how to plant seeds to grow crops. Okay, cool. Alright. That sounds very similar to Minecraft. So for the fish, we're waiting for the stream of bubbles to appear, and then we pull our bobber out when the stream of bubbles gets to it. That's how that works. This is taking a while. There we go. So we got a fish. How many fish do we need to get for this? We need 3 cod, so we just got a salmon. Alright, see you, man. Good luck. Have a good one, Arthur. Yeah. I'm not a fan of fishing in real life. I've done it a few times, but it's too mellow for me. I like to be doing something. Just standing there in the river just did not appeal to me. Thanks, Arthur. You too, man. This might be easier if we made a bigger pond to fish in. There's another pool of water up above near the entrance to our base, so we'll go switch to that after we get a fish out of this. Alright, let's go to... Here, let's chop down the trees and then we'll go... Go fishing up top. Oops, wrong tool. Here we go. Might be easier to see the fish coming from here. Hopefully it'll be a little faster. In regular Minecraft, fishing is better when it's raining out, but I don't know how that correlates with the fact that it's a perpetual storm outside. I don't know if that means it's theoretically faster all the time or not. It doesn't seem particularly quick. I wonder if it has to be exposed to the surface, maybe. I don't know. If we did that, though, it would turn to ice, so that would not work. There we go. Alright, so we need to get 3 cod. We're getting nothing but salmon. Need some cod. That'll be something. Started now, it seems like this will be something. Yeah, cod is good. Halibut. I like salmon, but don't tell the Northwest, but I like the Atlantic salmon much more than I like the Pacific salmon. The Pacific salmon has kind of a fishy flavor to me, which I don't enjoy. The Atlantic salmon is more of a mild flavor, and that is by far my favorite kind of salmon. I'm not a big fan of mahi-mahi. If it's in sushi, it can be good, but I don't think it's all that great when it's cooked. Alright, there we got some cod. Alright, so we need 2 more of those. Finish our fishing quest. Fukushima. No, I don't worry about that. The amount of radiation relative to the Pacific Ocean is insanely trivial. That's my opinion anyway. Alright, come on, cod. Let's go. Here we go. Oh, another salmon. Sometimes in like a river you'll actually get salmon spawning in fish looking form. I think that only happens in river biomes, a specific narrow biome where rivers are, of course. I don't think we're going to get any fish spawning in this little pond. Not like that look like fish swimming around, you know. So the different biomes, like, there are different kinds of biomes. Like we're on the border of a desert and a savanna biome. So it does a little bit. So it affects what's on the surface, right? So like we were able to find acacia trees on the surface, so that is still true. The plants that are there. And then the other thing it affects is what like grass looks like. So the game still considers savanna to be like a hot biome. So you still get the kind of dull grass that you get in a regular overworld savanna biome. So that matters. And then of course what matters what the structures that spawn. So the point, or in order to defeat this mod pack, you have to collect these eyes of the storm, which are like basically supercharged ender eyes, and you have to find these various ender eyes in various structures. And oh, I got a pufferfish. You can make a water breathing potion with that. One of the structures you need to loot to find an eye is the pyramids. So pyramids only spawn in the desert. So biomes are still important for that sort of thing. Anyway. We're getting a lot of stuff except for cod. Salmon, pufferfish, kinds of stuff. Alright, we need one more cod and we'll be good. If you fish in a bigger expanse of water, I think it has to be so wide and so deep. You can actually get junk, which includes like enchanting books from fishing. Alright, we got our 3 cod, so that should complete that quest. So we get a reward, pufferfish, tropical fish, or pikefish. Whatever, I'll take that. I don't know what we're supposed to use with pikefish. Bucket of pike. Alright, now we have a pike. What does it do? I have no idea. Can live here eternally. Let's get some water. I guess it's just an empty bucket we had. We got a bucket with the pike. Maybe that was the main benefit. Probably the main benefit was just progressing our quest book to more interesting quests. Well, I don't have any enchantments, so you might be thinking of mining with enchantments. All right, we have quite a bit of wood now. I'm going to stop chopping down the trees every second I see one. We're good enough on wood now for a while. We can relax on that. Alright, we can actually cook this fish and eat it, so might as well do that. Oh, so to do that, I think we want to make a smoker, which cooks food a little bit quicker. Yeah, super slow with wooden, yeah. Oh, you're playing with the pack. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that's always slower is a wooden pickaxe. Alright, so let's put some fish in here. Might as well cook it with lava. So we have infinite lava. Alright, let's get rid of this hemp we don't need to be carrying around. Let's see what else we can do as far as quests go. Main reward, let's get a red bedroll. So bedrolls let you rest without changing your spawn location, which matters more if you're not doing hardcore. Since we can't die anyway, our spawn location isn't that important to us. But I do think it's kind of fun to wander around with the bedroll instead of a bed. It makes a little more sense that you're carrying a bedroll around. So we'll start using that. Just for a theme. You can find these frozen pigs out in the wild. We're going to have to explore to get that. Seeds of Survival. So how come we're not triggering Seeds of Survival? We have to have seeds in our hand, maybe? I saw in the book there's a lives counter. Can you get more lives in hardcore? No, I mean, not the way I'm playing it. There is no official hardcore version of this pack. I'm just, if I die, then I restart. So it's not actually built into the pack. It's a challenge that I added on top of the pack. Inspired by some other gamers. Captain Fufu has beat this pack on hardcore. And Deadpine, another streamer, has beat it on hardcore. So I was inspired by their playthroughs to try to do this hardcore. We must have to get the backpack in order to do this, to do the seeds one. It's like you have to have both prerequisites finished. Alright, do we have more room? Do another row of hemp. Alright, we have all the hemp we're gonna need. Alright, we can make a, we don't have sugar cane, so we can't make paper. So we can't make a paper bag to start something called a lunch pail, which is really cool. Yeah, this mod is pretty great. I think it's one of the best ones of all time, and the quest book adds a ton of flavor to it. I'm a huge fan of this mod pack. So, okay, so we need one more dye, or we need orange plant to progress this quest. We don't have enough stuff to start making our mod farm. We could go down and get redstone so we can make our atlas, and maybe we can explore a little bit on the surface without getting lost. So let's do that. Let's do a little more, try to get a little lower in the world and do some, find some redstone, maybe some diamonds. Start progressing that way. Let's make some more fire charges. have one spare we can keep in the vault all the time. Alright, we don't need this. Have some water in our hot bar. What else? We have some lava in our hot bar too, I guess. In case we run into mobs. Alright, let's try to get low. We know that there's a way down over here. I really like having that lava in my hot bar actually. Let's not do that. Let me just put this here for now. Because we were very low down there. So different ores spawn at different levels, and redstone spawns low in the world. And diamonds spawn low in the world. So you can see your elevation. Like, I don't know if you can. I can't really point to it, but there's a paragraph in the upper left, and then there's a space. And the first line in the space below the upper left paragraph is XYZ. So it gives you your X and Y coordinates. And the middle one, the Y, is your depth in the world. So in regular Minecraft now, you can go to like -64 or something. But in this pack, this is based on older Minecraft, 16.5, you can only go to 0. So we're at level 31, so we're pretty low in the world, is what that's telling me right there. Yeah, the skeletons will wreck you. And remember, you have to consecrate undead to kill them. You have to basically set them on fire, is the main way to consecrate. So you're not going to be doing hardly any damage to them at all if you're trying to beat them up normally. So you can trap them and try to beat them to death that way without fire, but you're going to want to make a fire stick, which it tells you how to do that in the quest book. And you'll be off to the races. Oh, speak of the devil. I want to try to get him a little closer. We don't have our own arrow yet. Alright, let's grab these. We can make more dye, which will let us make more fertilizer. This is, you use this for some stuff, although we're actually going to use it in this mod pack. There's an alternate way of crafting, superpowered way of crafting, that you can get through Eidolon, which is a dark magic mod that's part of the mod pack. So we're going to use the Soul Enchanter, and it doesn't require this lapis lazuli ore. So I'm not sure if we actually use that. Oh, we use it a little bit, I guess, in Botania, the lapis ore. You can make torches that'll burn underwater with this fiery glass, which is very handy. Eventually we'll be able to breathe underwater, and we'll spend a lot of time underwater. Want my ore. There's actually really dangerous creatures that spawn in the water. You can get these sea serpents that will wreck you in seconds. They can shoot boiling jets of water at you and just literally melt your character. So be careful of the ocean for till pretty much late game. Alright, well, lead, we need to start the Eidolon mod, the dark magic mod. This is lead ore right here. I don't see any diamonds. We need diamonds to mine a moonstone. And I'm not sure we need it for what else we need it for. Can't remember right now. But diamond's also just a really good material to make armor and weapons out of. Pretty much top tier. There's stuff better than it, netherite, and in this game you can make terra steel with the Britannia mod, and terra steel is very, very strong. But diamond is still very, very good. You also need diamonds to make terra steel. It's an ingredient of a lot of the magic. Diamonds are. So we're going to need some diamonds. In fact, I think we need diamonds to make the soul enchanter that we're planning to make. So we definitely need to get some. Alright, I don't know if I actually need that there, do I? No. I have a couple of other mods installed, Adiku. I have the light level mod. I forget what it's called now, but you can use you can tell you if your light levels are safe or not. And I also added hey, what am I looking at? So that tells me what the various things are that I'm looking at are. So I do recommend some additional mods on top of the pack. The thing about what you're looking for is make sure you grab, I guess, any mod, right? This is a 16.5 mod pack, so you definitely want to make sure you're using 16.5 versions of those mods. The light mod and the what am I looking at mod. I saw something up there. It's like ammonia or something. I don't know that we use this for anything. Ammonite. I don't think that's in any of the crafting recipes we want to use. Alright, I need to take a break and hit the restroom. I'll be right back. That was actually super dangerous what I just did there. I forgot to pause the game. I could have been killed by any wandering monster. I just went to the restroom. But we live. It's always nice when you don't die from your mistakes. That would have been a sad way to end this run. Come back from the restroom to have my character killed. Yeah, you can do the setting, game rule setting, right? If you want to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, you know, game rule, keep inventory on death. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, there's some redstone we can use to make that compass, so we can make our antique atlas, so that we can know where the hell we are in the world. The mod pack includes an enchantment called Soul Binding, which if you apply that enchantment to anything, it'll keep it when you die. So if you want to play it, you know, more hardcore, you can but still have that ability, then you could wait until you get that enchantment. Since the game's over if I die, for me, the way I'm playing it, so the soul binding is completely useless to me. So I never use that enchantment. At least not on these hardcore runs. Alright, so now we've got redstone so we can make the atlas. Maybe we should go back and do that so we don't get lost while we're exploring. I'm not already lost, am I? How did I get here? How did I get here? I think I need to go up. Wow, look at that lava. That is frightening as hell. That is a very deadly drop. That is a huge lava lake below our base. Alright, we're going to ignore these trees for now. We've got plenty of wood at the moment. Alright, let's dump some scrap off. I did, but it didn't work. Okay. I don't know. I've never, I haven't played with that in this mod pack. I don't know if it's, I don't know if they've changed something there. They might have. Alright, we need to make, we'll use this to make dye later. Alright, we can get this lead smelted up after the iron, and then we can start Eidolon. Continue our power curve. Alright, so we only need one piece of redstone to make the thing. Alright, so we do need to make, though, is the grindstone to take the enchantment off the book. So let us do that. Make a grindstone. Right there. Alright, so now we make a compass. Combine the compass and the book to make the atlas. And now with the atlas, we can see where we are. So yeah, so here's the savanna that we're on the edge of, and there's the desert that we found all the sand in. And it looks like an ocean to the south of us. Savanna, desert, and ocean is our immediate surroundings. I don't see any villages. All the villages in this pack are zombie villages because of the storm. Oh yeah, the dreadfish. Dreadfish are super rare spawn. That was bad luck to run into a dreadfish. That's a really rare spawn. Those things will F you up. So yeah, that was bad luck on your part. It's hard to actually find a dreadfish. There's a quest reward for killing a dreadfish, but they're such a rare spawn that it's hard to, I always find it hard to tick that one off. Alright, so what do we want to do now? I'm wondering if we want to... I'd really like to get the Britannia going. We might be able to get that going without having all the different... without having the quest completed. Yeah, we have way more hemp than we're ever going to use. So we'll slowly start converting the hemp into wheat as we get more wheat seeds. And we'll, until we replace probably all the hemp or almost all the hemp. Why won't this let me plant there? It's kind of weird. It won't let me click and plant there. Oh, what's going on with that? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just a bug. You have 2 of those redfish? Man, I'm kind of jealous. They're pretty hard to kill though with regular gear, I think. I'm not super familiar with them because they're such a rare spawn. Alright, Just thinking what we should try next. I guess, let's go back to figuring out, I don't know why I couldn't figure out how to make one of those white daisies, pure daisies. Pure daisy, here we go. So to make a pure daisy, you need 3 white things in the apothecary, or the, beetle, okay. So do we have 3? We have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So put these in here. Oops. Water in there. Chuck in the white things. And we need some seeds, okay. I think I just replanted all my seeds. Alright, here's some wheat we can harvest. Now we have seeds. Alright, we got one of those. Yeah, they're really fast and flying. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're tough. Those things are tough. I agree. Alright, so this turns rock and wood into fancy rock and wood that you can use with the Britannia mod. So let's go ahead and plant one right here. And it'll slowly turn this rock into, I think it's called living rock? Something like that. Then you can use that to make various Britannia things. Pick one. I'll take this right here, sure. Why isn't it letting me get it, my reward? Do I have to have it in my hand? Yeah, let's wait till it turns these in, maybe I'll pick it up and see what happens. Harvest some bamboo while we're waiting. I wonder if bamboo needs glass to grow. I mean, obviously it grew a little bit there, but I wonder if it'd be a lot faster with glass above it. Usually bamboo grows super fast. Yeah, I think the worst start, Idiku, was like a desert, something where you can't get wood. You really need wood to get going. I think that's always a bad start. Anyway, you can definitely get some bad starts. Alright, we're gonna need more rock. Alright, let's try holding this, see if it'll let me get my quest reward. Oh, we need this, living wood. Okay. Alright, so I think you make living wood with logs? Yeah, you can see a little particle effect. That means the magic is working. Alright, so I used up all my magical dye, right? Our magical fertilizer. So while we're waiting, we can make some more dye. Oh, you can't make dye out of flowers? Okay. Alright, so now we should be able to get this reward. Excellent, okay. Put that back. Take some of this. Make some more living wood, or living stone, whatever it's called. Living rock, that's what it's called. Alright, we have a second white daisy thing, but I don't think we're going to use it right now. I'll use it later. Alright, so now we want to make more fertilizer. We still need to get that orange flower for the other quest. We haven't gotten an orange flower yet. There's orange. Excellent. Alright, so now we have all the different flower types. Okay. Back to our quest book. Oops, we don't want that living rock there. Claim reward. Take a rune of spring. Okay, what do we do next? Make a craft a wand of the forest. Okay. So for that, we need to use our wood. And how do we make a wand of the forest? Two, three of those in any kind of plant. Okay. 1, 2. Let's get some more living wood going. We're definitely gonna need living wood. Let's get this stuff out of our inventory. This lead out of our inventory. Alright, wand of the forest, we need 2 petals. Okay, excellent. Alright, now we need to, oh, so we need diamonds to make, do we need diamonds to make a mana spreader? Let's see how we make that. Mana pool. Mana spreader. No, we don't need diamonds. We need 6 living wood and some gold. Alright. So that's for the, it's for a mod, Here, I can figure out what the mod is in a second. Hold on a sec. The mod is elemental craft. That's for elemental craft. You can harness those orbs to do infusions of your tools and weapons. So there's actually a decent elemental craft wiki that explains what the different colors can do. But that's the elemental craft mod. I used to use that mod quite a bit, but my last three run-throughs I haven't used it very much. But it can actually be really handy. Like you can use a red orb or red shards to put level 1 fire on your sword, which is obviously super useful, right? Because you need to consecrate bad guys. So it's a good way to get an early fire weapon. Anyway, some of the infusions are actually pretty useful, but I haven't been using them lately. I haven't found good orbs lately. In the past, I found like a red orb like right by my base and was able to use it. But the enemies will drop shards of different elements, and that's another way to get them. In addition to orbs, you can get it from enemies. Enemy drops. So we need living rock, 5 living rock, okay. So then we get some diamonds and 4. Make a flower pouch, okay. I'm just progressing this as far as I can. Well, it's all pretty easy to progress. So we need wool to make the flower patch. So we can make wool with our string, which we can get from our hemp. So take 2 hemps, turn them into string, and then you turn the string into wool, and then we can turn the wool into a flower pouch. Right? There we go. Okay. Alright, now what here? Mana generation. Begin. You'll need flowers, not just generating flowers. So create an endo flame. So let's go to generating flora, endo flame. Alright, we need light gray, 2 browns, and a red. Light gray, 2 browns, and a red. Here's 2 browns. And we need light gray. Where is our light gray flower? We don't have it in our hand, do we? I don't think so. We know we had all of them. Oh, here's light gray, so we only have, need to grow more of those. Light gray and a red was the last one we needed. And then we're also going to need seeds to activate it. So we need some seeds. Put this diamond we got over there. Put this mana pool in here for now. Put the flower. We're actually not going to use a flower pouch or anything. We'll just shove it over here. Alright. Need some more seeds, which we get from wheat. Also harvest this hemp. We might keep 1 row of hemp just for making like wool until we get some sheep, in case we need wool for anything else. Which I can't remember. It just won't let me plant there. Why won't it let me plant there? It is super weird. What is the deal, man? Do I need more water? Why does it think I can't plant there? I'm gonna try putting some water over here and see what that does. Maybe it'll let me plant. I mean, it shouldn't need more water, but something's bugging out over here. No, it just won't let me plant there. That is super weird. Is it too cold? That must have been too cold. Okay. Alright, well I just learned something else. It won't let you plant if it's too cold where you're trying to sow your crops. So, watch out for that. Alright, so let's go make the... What were we working on? We're working on the endoflame. So we need... Yeah, let's double check the book. Okay, 1 gray, 1 red, 2 brown. 1 gray, 1 red, 2 brown. And some seeds to activate. Got endoflame. Excellent. Quest complete. Make some mana steel. So to make mana steel, we need to get the mana actually going. Alright, how do we make a runic altar? Living stone and a diamond. Okay. Or living rock and a diamond. So we have 1 diamond. That's probably why they gave us 1 diamond. Let's get rid of this stuff over here. Go ahead and plant these seeds. Alright, so we're going to make the altar. So it was like this. Okay, now we got the runic altar. Very cool. Let's put it over here. Alright, let's get rid of this. Get rid of this. Alright. So we might as well get the endoflame set up. Get started making mana. Alright, see you, man. Alright. Have a good rest of your day, man. I'm looking forward to your starting tomorrow. It'd be nice to have it live and not be practice anymore. Anyway, have a great rest of your day, man. Alright, let's see. Thank you, sir. Mana generation, so it shows us how to make a drop thing, which I can't quite remember how to do it. That might be with the endoflame. It tells you how to make it. Somewhere it shows you how to make a this dropper thing. I thought it was with the endoflame, but I don't see it. Open crate. Okay. Maybe it doesn't show you how to do it. Alright, so... yeah, I'll bet that would grow a lot faster with glass. I don't know that we need a lot of that, though. So we need a pressure plate. I think we want a wooden one. I think. So pressure plate, open crate, hopper, and then if we want block and then redstone. Like that, maybe? And then we can put some coal on there, some fiery glass. Yeah, that's working. Okay, so now we need the endo flame. So, okay, hold on. Let's make a mana spreader. Which is this dude looking thing right here. Oh, we need terrasteel to make it. Okay, never mind. Alright, so... can't make terrasteel until we have... mana. Alright, and then we want a... have you done a lot with Botania, Idiko? Do you know how to do it? It's pretty technical, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. I'm definitely no expert at it. Alright, so the Endo Flames burns the fuel, which turns it into mana. The mana spreader sends the mana to the pool. And then we got mana starting to accumulate in there, which will let us make terrasteel eventually, and other things. Alright, so if we make 8 terrasteel, then it will give us stuff. Alright, let's see if we can make some more endo flames. We can make that more efficient. So endo flames was red, gray. I think the gray we were almost out of. And brown. So we need regular bone meal, which we can get from these hemp seeds over here. And, okay. So we could make more moss. That'd be another way to get more bone meal. Because we don't have a mob farm yet. The best way to get bone meal is bones from skeletons. Okay. Oh, you need to use shears. I think I just wasted that. You need shears to harvest those. I forgot about that. So that unfortunately means that. We wasted that plant. I think we had one more though, don't we? Yeah, one more. It's our last one. We need to be careful with this one. Although we did get a ton of that fertilizer, so we could make more if we had to. Right now we do it like that. That gives us another one. Alright, so now we got plenty of gray. Alright, we want to save one of these flowers because we're using our last one. Make sure that we keep at least one. Okay. Alright, so we're done with the shears for now. Alright, so end of flame is going to be 1 gray, 1 red, and 2 brown. Make sure we have brown flowers. Alright, we need to grow more brown. Just put the stuff away. Let's grab it again. Alright. I had 4 brown petals, I guess I don't. Oh, we need some seeds too. Means we need to harvest some wheat to get some seeds. Alright, let's replant our wheat. Alright, I think our field is fully planted now. Looks like it is. Now we'll start replacing some of these hemp rows with wheat rows. We just don't need that much hemp. Alright, one of these, 2 of these, 1 of these, some of this. Alright, we can actually auto fill the thing. There we go, 2 more endo flames. They should automatically attach to the spreader, but let's make sure. Using our wand of the forest. Okay, we're good. Alright, how's our mana pool doing? Slowly, slowly, slowly filling up. Painfully slowly. Hopefully it'll be a little faster now with multiple plants going into it. So I wonder if we can make that spreader thing. We did get some... Yeah, let's make the spreader. This will spread the mana amongst 4 different pools. So there we go. Alright. Let's put this stuff away. I think we just need to wait for mana before we can do anything else. So we can double check that. Runic altar. Yeah, we're gonna need lots of terra steel to make the different runes. Alright, so let's just wait. We'll let the mana generator generate mana. Then we'll do something with that later. Alright, I guess we could start Eidolon. So to get the Eidolon book, I think we have to combine a book with Rotten Flesh, I think. I'm not sure. We might get the book for free actually from the quest book. Still live in a cave? Yeah, we're still living in a cave. Well, we live in a cave the entire time, Akilitel, because the world storm never ends. It literally never ends. So our base will always be in a cave. There's not a lot of point to being up on the surface. Unfortunately, when you beat the Ender Dragon, it doesn't reverse the storm. The storm stays even after you win the game. It probably is just too hard to program it to unstorm. Yeah, so you can never get rid of the storm. Unfortunately. Alright, I'm trying to figure out how to start the Black Magic quest. Oh, here it is. Okay. So we've got... Oops, I just messed up. So we have this. Protection task. So what do we have to do? Better than gold. Did it already give me that reward? I don't remember getting There we go. Combine a book with Rotten Flesh. Okay, so that's how we get the book. Tell us how to do the rest of this. Hey, we can grow pumpkins and melons now. Might as well. Alright, so to make the Lamp of Growth, how do we do that? Lamp of Growth. We need emeralds for that and blaze powder. I'm not going to be making that for a while. Alright, let's go and get our pumpkins and melons planted. Put this over here. Okay. Pumpkins and melons. Alright, we're going to start replacing these hemp with wheat. So let's do that. The wheat won't grow as fast, but it's going to be more useful than the hemp will. So we have so much hemp already. Alright, so where do we want to grow our pumpkins and watermelons? Maybe right here. We're gonna have a row of water and then a row of plantings and then a row of dirt for the plants to go on to. I think they also need glass over the main plant. So we'll go ahead and do that. So we'll have pumpkins on one side and melons on the other. Alright, so this will be water. We don't need that much water, actually. Well, this is definitely going to be dirt. Let's get some dirt. Hey Phoenix, how's it going, man? Happy Thursday. How's your day going? Well, I hope. Just got back from school, okay. What classes did you have today? I'm doing good. We're really really ramping up our survival. We've got the Botania mods going, so we're making some mana so we can make magic tools and items. We got water reel going, so we have a cobble farm over here, making cobblestone so we can make a giant mob farm eventually. And this is all driven by water wheels from the create mod. Found some bamboo we've been growing. We've got our farm up and going. A lot of progress today. We are gearing up. A lot better shape than we were yesterday. Alright. Math today, okay. My daughter's really good at math. Me, I used to be pretty good at it, but I haven't used it in a long time. And if you don't use it, you forget it, right? So, I think I've forgotten most of what I used to know about math. Alright, how do we do this? Okay. I'll just make this stone again. I'm not sure about my setup here. It's a little bit wonky. Yeah, exactly. It's like you used to know how to do it. Oh, I forgot I was going to get so many seeds. We could have a huge pumpkin farm. Alright, we'll just start small for now. I think it's the melons you only get one seed per thing. Something like that. Oh, we have to turn them into, watermelon slices and get the seeds from the slices. Okay. Always good at math. Good for you, Akilitel. Need some light over here. Should I make some lanterns to make it brighter? Maybe we'll make a few lanterns. Lanterns give off slightly more light than torches do. But we can also hang them from the ceiling, which is helpful. So we don't need as many torches around. Alright, let's plant our melons. So if we do that, we gotta turn these into... I guess we have to hack them to turn them into watermelons? I thought you could do it in the crafting machine. I guess not. Alright, now we turn the slices into seeds. Alright. Got pumpkins and melons growing. I feel like we should be planting more though, especially the pumpkins. Pumpkins can be pretty handy. Not so sure about the melons. We're gonna need more water. We'll just do one more row of ore, I guess. Call it good enough. I don't think we're gonna need a ton of these things. Or one more row of 5, I guess I should say. Yeah. I thought you could just put it in your, you know, in your little 4x thing and pull out seeds, but I guess you can't do that. Or slices, rather. Kind of weird. That wouldn't surprise you if I'm doing something wrong there. This is not, I'm sure, the most efficient way to grow these, but I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on it, so I'm just going to get it going. This setup will give us, I think, plenty for our needs, which is good enough. I have not found diamonds yet, no. I've been avoiding going down too deep in the world. I don't have diamonds yet. We're gonna have to go get some soon though, because we're gonna need diamonds to set up our soul enchanter, which is like a ridiculous broken, super easy version of the regular enchanter. So we are gonna need diamonds sooner rather than later. So probably next time we'll go find some diamonds. Yeah, we're still got hobo gear, that's right. We're still wearing our lousy copper armor. And using iron tools. We'll probably switch to mana steel before diamonds, actually. Mana steel is something you can make with the Botania mod, and mana steel can actually mine anything. Unlike iron. It's better than iron. Yeah, tier 3 weapon, yeah. Well, especially when you get enchanted, right? When you get the gears with the, you know, protections on them, and, you know, you get a pickaxe with fortune on it. I mean, it's like a whole nother game, you know? Just really elevates your power. Alright, we need more dirt. Let's go get some more dirt. So maybe we'll finally make a new shovel. Some more dirt over here. What time is it? Okay, we've got probably about 5 more minutes. Let's see how much progress we can make. Alright, here's some dirt right here. Let's take this dirt. Yeah, they're like super powered weapon attachments. But yeah, it's a very similar concept, you know? Upgrading the basic tool into something better. The thing, you know, with Fortune, you get so much more stuff. It makes your mining a lot more than 3 times more efficient. It makes it much, much more efficient. To me, Fortune is like the best enchantment in the game. Alright, that's plenty of dirt. More than we need. this crap up. Okay. Enchantments are good. They really need to add more enchantments to vanilla Minecraft. This mod pack has a ton of new enchantments in it. Some of the most important being cooling, and then there's also something called, there's adjusted warm, there's cooling and warming, and then there's superior versions called adjusted cooling and adjusted warming. And the adjusted versions will give you as much warmth or cooling that you need for the situation, as opposed to the regular ones, which will just make you give you the same amount of warming all the time, which means you could be too hot, for example, if you have too much warming on. So the adjusted is a nice upgrade to that. Anyway, a lot of different enchantments in this mod pack. Oh, my water thing broke there. See if we can at least get our watermelon and pumpkin farm done before I have to sign off. I gotta take my dad to Walmart today. So I have a mission to get to. Alright, let me chop some more. Oh no, we don't need to do that. We already got plenty of slices. Alright, so that's good. Like all of our... Oh, we actually have some darkness over here. Maybe make one more lantern. Don't want bad guys spawning in our base. That would be very bad. Yeah, he's a fan. He likes the Walmart. Everything, you know, does everything on a budget. He doesn't have a lot of retirement income, so Walmart is cheap, and that is good. Yeah, the Walmart mission in the quest book. That's in the real life quest book. In the take care of your parents section. Hope that your kids will take care of you when you get old. The karma will keep going. Alright, so yeah, a ton of progress today. All this stuff we made today, all this stuff. None of this existed this morning, so ton of progress today. Hopefully next time we'll find some diamonds, maybe build our giant mob farm with all this cobblestone we're making. Just continue to ratchet up our power level to superstar status. Anyway, but pretty good. Alright, so have a great day, guys. Whatever you're up to, and I will see you another time. Thanks for watching.